Okay, so I'm gonna try to explain this next one, the feature story tonight. I'm gonna try to
Okay.
explain it as best as I can.
All right.
So, have you ever heard of the show Sane Elsewhere?
No. It
Okay,
sounds familiar.
it's a show about the hospital in Chicago. I wanna say
Okay.
I could be totally wrong on that. Let me look at this here. Uh, Boston. It's set in Boston, so I
All
was
right.
kind of close. But yeah, kicked off the career of Denzel Washington and whatnot. Howie Mandel got his big break in that show.
Okay.
So, anyways, there's a character on the show named Tommy Westphall, right?
Right.
And he's basically just like he's the doctor's autistic kid or whatever, right? He's just sort of there for the sentiment, for the sympathy and whatnot, right?
Right.
So in the show's finale, uh, it ends with Tommy's dad no longer being a doctor but actually being a construction worker.
Oh.
And the very last shot of the series, we have Tommy looking at a snow globe with St. Elsewhere inside of it. And the implication is that this entire show, which
Uh-huh.
ran for a lot of seasons, ran for six, it ran for 5.5 years. It's a long running show.
Holy shit.
So basically, what this ending implies is that this whole 5.5 year show, that had how many
Right.
episodes in total? 137.
Fuck, dude.
Apparently, it was all made up by some autistic kid. It's all part of his imagination.
I I feel like I've heard this before.
It, but that's not even the strange part. Okay,
Okay. What's the strange part?
the strange part is when you think about the implications of this, because it's not a very normal thing today. But if you go back to the 80s,
Uh-huh.
TV show crossovers were a very regular thing,
That is true.
constantly.
Yeah, like fucking actually no, I can't think of anything from the 80s, but I can think of a lot of TV show crossovers. Like fucking
So
Fairly
St.
Odd
Elsewhere
Parents and
had
Jimmy Neutron. That's my
St.
favorite.
Elsewhere had crossovers with stuff like Homicide: Life on the Street, The X Files, Law and Order. So
Right.
that means that by extension, for example, you know how there's like a bajillion Law and Order series that have come out over the years?
Yeah,
Apparently, it was all in the
it
head
was
of some
all
autistic kid.
fabricated by an autistic child.
Yes, and it goes so far out there. I'm gonna check out. They've got a master list online because somebody actually put together a list in alphabetical order
Oh
of
my
all the
fucking
TV
god.
shows that were apparently created by this kid as a result of this ending.
Wow.
These shows
Wow.
include The Addams Family,
No. Okay, I can see that.
MASH,
I can't see that.
MASH, the show about the Korean War, ALF, American Horror Story,
Through early morning fog I see visions
Visions
of the
of
things
the
to
Things to
be.
Be.
The
Arrow
fate.
apparently was created by this kid.
What was created by this kid?
This kid apparently created Arrow.
Arrow.
The 1960s Batman series with Adam West.
Okay.
He was reading the comics the wrong way. The Beverly Hillbillies show from the 1960s.
Okay, hold on. All of this does sound like something that a child would make up. Like you got like the army men thing with MASH. You got it's the Alf fucking is like a alien is he's an alien, right? Yeah, he's an alien.
Yeah, but
Uh
then there's some that are just really, really weird.
okay.
Like, Better Call Saul was apparently part of this kid's master plan. And
Oh.
that means by extension, this kid came up with the entirety of Breaking Bad. And then you've got other ones like The Brady Bunch, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh my god.
Do you
How
know
deep does this rabbit hole go?
Californication? Do you know what that one is?
Isn't
That
it a
one's
song?
about a sex addict.
Yeah.
What is this kid coming up with?
I don't I feel like I don't even fucking know, dude. I don't know.
Community with Chevy Chase and Donald Glover. That's a good one.
That is a good one. I
This
fucking
kid-
love Donald Glover.
Both Cosby shows. I don't even know what to make of that one.
I don't
I seriously don't.
Oh. Wait, do you think that also the sex allegations against Bill Cosby?
That's what I was thinking.
Where do you think
I don't
that
know.
he also came up with the sex allegations against him, or not?
You know, looking at some of the shows on here, it's, you know, we know for a fact that this kid was imagining rape scenarios.
Yeah, what fucking Law and Order, right? Fucking there you go. Yeah.
There's some more on here that some of them kind of make sense. Like you got Doctor Who on here. I can see a
Okay,
kid
yeah.
coming up with that.
Yeah. He's
ER,
a fucking
which is
magical
basically
doctor.
just St. Elsewhere. According to this list, both Everybody Loves Raymond and Everybody Hates Chris were created by this kid.
Okay. All right.
I love how many of these are just like sitcoms starring a bunch of black people that were just created by this white kid in the 80s when Rachel's tensions were even higher than they are today. Oh, here's a good one. The
Okay.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh my god. The Fresh
And
Prince
Friends.
Friends.
And Full House.
Oh
All
my-
created by this kid. Gilligan's fucking Island.
I have no words.
Oh my god, some of these. What are the other ones here? Because this is just, it's a huge list. There's a bunch I'm not putting in here. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is a dark
fucking
show.
way. How
Yes,
many
according to this theory,
and crossovers are there?
Well, some of these, it's connections through fictional products or crossovers with crossovers.
Oh, okay.
Most of these aren't directly related,
All right.
but if you allow yourself to stretch the theory, King of Queens with Kevin James.
No fucking way.
Already mentioned
Wait, hold
MASH.
on. I just like to point out that some of these you and I have been saying, "Oh no, yeah, I can see how an autistic kid would imagine that."
Miami Vice, which is pretty awesome. This kid thinks up a lot of cop and crime shows. Mr. Ed, which is about a talking horse.
I can see how an autistic kid would come up with that. It's BoJack Horseman.
Here's one. This one I'd like to know what your thoughts are, because this one does leave an interesting paradox.
Okay.
So you know the band The Monkees, right? Daydream Believer and whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So in the mid-'60s, they had a TV show.
Okay.
And according to this theory, the TV show was all in Tommy Westphall's head. So in the universe in St. Elsewhere, in real life, are the Monkees an actual band? Or were they just also created by some autistic kid?
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Did this autistic kid create Daydream Believer? And all these classic Monkey songs?
Okay, Sam.
Because I don't think this kid was even alive in the 60s either.
Alternate theory, Sam. I have a theory that can coincide with this here theory. All right.
Yes.
Every TV show is an alternate universe, and this autistic kid is God.
Yeah,
That's it. That's
well,
the whole
that
theory.
leaves some more holes, though, because Miami Vice, that starred a guy named Don Johnson, right?
Right.
After Miami Vice ended, 6 years later, he got on a show called Nash Bridges. And so now you have the exact same actor playing two characters, both created by Tommy Westphall.
Nah, yeah, because if each show is an alternate universe, then it's the same person, but in a different universe.
So how many Tommy Westphall gods are there?
There's a lot of Tommy Westphall gods.
What are some other ones on here? Seinfeld, This kid came up
I
with the
was
entirety
gonna
of
say,
Seinfeld.
could you imagine if Seinfeld was made by an autistic kid? But I guess I don't have to say it anymore because it's apparently true.
Yeah, I don't even know, man.
I
There's
don't know
space,
either.
not space operas. Actually, there is space operas. Star
Of course there
Trek,
are.
all of
Of course
Star
there are.
Trek,
Of course.
all of Star Trek indirectly is a. There, it's all Tommy Westphall.
I can see a kid creating Star Trek. Fucking
Yes,
like
every single
space
version.
travel. Boom. Every single Star
Two and a
Trek.
Half Men.
Two and a Half
Two
Men.
and a Half Men was this kid.
Okay. All right.
The Walking Dead, all just written by an autistic kid. That might explain a lot.
Yeah.
And that leaves another discrepancy, because you know I Love Lucy, right?
Vaguely.
Well, the show first aired in 1951.
Okay.
If Silent Elsewhere took place in the same time that it aired, this kid was born probably about 20 years after I Love Lucy first premiered. So that leaves a lot of holes in my head and a lot of confusion.
He created something before he was born?
Yeah, according to this thing.